Hello everyone. Last five games played by Katago with white stones dramatically resulted in two losses, believe it or not. And thankfully to one of my subscriber, Uncle Ark, who has analyzed the games, it turns out that most likely, those moves played by opponents of Katago, uh, has been playing perfect moves, which most likely means that they are either like genius players out of this world, or they were using engine like Katago as well to play versus my bot. But nevertheless, everything may happen. So again, I just want to remind you that I am using only two CPU cores, not using any GPU things, and two cores 1.1 gigahertz each. And also, I'm using the only playout, which is quite miserable, for the next move to search. And the reason for that, because with this poor hardware that I have, that has the option to like be quite fast, because if it just goes for a few playouts, it just dramatically drops down the performance, and you need to wait for ages until the move comes. But again, when we are playing versus most of human players, that's fairly enough to crushingly win and essentially capture almost all of the groups, maybe apart from one. So anyway, these settings are good enough, and poor settings might be treated as a sort of a handicap. So for those strong human players, they would still have a chance to win against this bot. Okay, without further ado, let's actually get started. So I'm going to play a game. So what about this table? Yeah, this is okay. So no undo, because this bot doesn't support undo. And what to play with black stones. And yeah, let's wait for an opponent to join us. Okay. Yeah, it's here. Cool. Okay, and opponent joins, and 1100s guy. So let's start. And I start the engine here. All right, here we go. Yeah, Katago always invades 3-3 if it has a chance. It's like a signature move. What I'm dreaming about is, like if the engine of the level of Katago could play not this influential style, but more likely territorial style. Because as a human player, that's something that I like more. Because again, you see already, so what happens out of the start? Katago is trying to capture a group. So it's not doing pretty much anything else, but just trying to capture a group. And that's it. Essentially, that's it. You see? It just tries to capture the group, and yeah, it might succeed. Yeah, probably if it sees that it doesn't, then yeah, it just goes to Nukis to somewhere else. But anyway, this like ideas and plans, because just like in chess, in Go, you should always have ideas and plans for the opening. So the general idea of Katago is just trying to build some influence and capture opponents' groups. So that's what it's trying to do. I personally don't like that style, although like many of you may actually prefer that. But yeah, this fighting style is I don't like fighting generally. I really like this calm positional play. Yeah, sort of a each and ho style. Yeah, so when you just better playing at when you're just better at taking bigger places than your opponent. Yeah, but unfortunately, I'm losing lots of games because of that approach. And yeah, probably even very peaceful players also should be like, you know, capable of fighting, because Sometimes, yeah, this is needed. Okay, so this poor group on top, I think this is going to die. Katago should kill it. It also kills this group. So yeah, this is seen so clearly that what Katago is actually trying to do just tries to, like, whenever it has an opportunity, whenever it has an option, it tries to kill instantly. Yeah, tries to kill instantly. Okay, yeah. Well, that's clear. Yeah, I think, yeah, even this is winning already. I think this is good enough already. Okay. Yeah, and it's so unfair that it's like in the users tab we have this 914 guy from Korea. Yeah, why do you guys with this low ratings do not appear when I play games as a human? It's so hard to find a human player of around my level. Yeah, because usually all those above 1,000 are too strong for me. Yeah, so it's hard to practice. Okay, capturing into the ladder. Interesting. Yeah, just captures. Brutally captures. Oh my goodness, is White really thinking he may create two eyes while being surrounded entirely? Oh no, he's not going to manage to do this. That's not possible in this type of position. Yeah. Whoa, even Katago wants to take more. It doesn't hesitate taking another stone. And again, meanwhile, when it has time, it invests a few more stones to capture another group. Yeah, because he's absolutely sure he will capture everything. Where he does now in the center. That's so brutal. Brutally killing everything on board. Yeah. Yeah, Katago equalizes everyone. I usually feel like white player feels now when I'm playing to human players. So there are many aggressive players that are just trying to kill you everywhere it's possible. Um, I'm most satisfied when I'm outplayed in a non-violent way, I would say. When I'm outplayed because of a better understanding of the position, let's say, because of better, I don't know, um, how can I say this? Just better sense of the position by taking bigger places, maybe, etc. Okay, another white group tries to survive, but probably without much uh, success. Or is it? Yeah, but the white group down below in the bottom left corner might potentially get into. Probably not anymore. Probably not anymore. Whoa, is this going to be killed? Yeah, interesting. So Katago gives up a group. This is interesting, yeah. Okay. Oh, it may potentially have another group dead. Yeah, this guy gets angry now. He really gets angry. Katago's trying to save, but seems like it's hopeless. Or is it? Hold on a sec. This is really hopeless. I slightly don't understand why they didn't complete the lower right, lower left corner. I don't quite understand that. Yeah, so generally, if you ask Katago like what to do in whatever position, essentially, or especially when it comes to the opening positions, like what to do, how to play Go, and it would tell you, well, just create potential, surround opponents' groups, and kill them. That's the strategy of Katago. Very simple and straightforward. So occasionally it makes territory, yeah. But I believe most of its territory comes from those groups it has killed. So it values killing the groups above just the pure gaining of territory. On my another account, where I'm playing as a human player, without using any engine assistance, I already played many games, and I have not. By the way, not all of them are rated. I've played just a few rated games, maybe less than the this Katago bot did. But I have an option to like have a chat there. And for this Katago bot account, so far I didn't have the option to chat. We can see if this has changed so far. We can see, yeah. So maybe somebody is interested in chatting, like asking some questions, maybe about uh, how this thing works. But yeah, for those interested, in the description of the profile at playok.com, if you click on the details of the Katago bot, you can find the link to my YouTube. So yeah, if anybody found this channel by following that link, please let me know in the commentaries. I would be really interested to know that. Okay. All right. Still doesn't kill that little stone. I don't quite understand. Oh, hold on a sec. Black group is also in danger. So maybe killing this entire thing on in the center might not be relevant. Oh, no. That black group is not in danger because after it captures the that one stone, yeah, it's totally alive. Well, at least, yeah, it's totally alive because yeah, it has two eyes. It has two eyes, so the center is completely dead. I'm thinking about this for the reason because well, some players do not agree on dead stones. Maybe they're thinking that computer is not capable of probably like interactively handle things, so they try to trick it to win, even though the position is lost. Not all people, but many of those. Okay, he resigns. Yeah, thank you. But after I have explicitly specified, but just try. Thank you for the game. Yeah, I can chat finally. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's say hi all. Let's say hi everyone. Yeah, I just want to specifically mention this. So they are playing engine, not the human player. Ask your questions here. Let's say ask any questions. All right, so let's go again. So this is my table for today. Table number 101. Yes, great. So yeah, if someone goes to the chat session, he may read this. Thanks. Okay, so one game we will play 4 more games because we're playing 5 games per a session. And let's wait for another user to join. Yeah, just to make sure that, okay, somebody joins. 1100s, another 1100s. Yes, great. So let's play. Okay. And yeah, here we go. Another 1100s here from Thailand. Let's see how this goes. Okay, 3-3 invasion. Yes, I know the signature move of Katago. Although replicating this move in my games doesn't really help to change the result much. Because, yeah, like in chess, in Go, this is relevant, I believe, not just to play a certain Fuseki that you know, and not just to play the certain Josekis you know, and not even to play some after Joseki variations, which are also maybe called Josekis sometimes, like if you're dealing with some specific invasions or reductions, because there are some classical variations for that. But even yeah, by the way, this Joseki that is played now, I've seen that before in human games. It probably also might be treated as an AI Joseki. So all that is good, and knowing exactly, like knowing the exact variations, might be incredibly helpful in terms of getting a certain type of position. But getting a certain type of position does not guarantee that you would be capable of handling those benefits this position brings to you. Because the idea, like in chess, at very least in chess, what I can say for sure is that chess programs do not care which type of positions to play, because they are equally strong in any kind of position. Unlike the human players, because let's say the elo rating of human players in chess might vary quite significantly in cases when they are in the territory they are familiar with, as opposed to where they see the position for the very first time ever, even on a grandmaster level. So that's very important. So if you don't know the tiny little details of the position, and if you don't know or do not understand, or understand but not capable of applying those ideas and plans that derive from a certain position, in that case, that position doesn't quite make sense to you in terms of being practical. It's not practical for you because you cannot play that well. So that's the idea. That's the idea. And well, I would say that similar principles do apply to Go as well. Because again, like it seems like Katago doesn't really care like which particular positions to play. You can give it whatever position, it would be playing perfectly from there. But again, when it comes to generating, say, a new position from scratch, like trying to play a game from scratch, it definitely prefers influence over the territory. And uh, generally, this style is very aggressive, very attacking style. So just creates some potential and then starts hunting for weak groups. That's what's happening. So just this particular position, just have a look. So white is trying to, on the lower right corner, is trying to make some territory, and only now Katago responds. But before that, it spent a few moves trying to kill the group on the on the bottom left corner. So that's interesting. So like it thinks that attacking is more important. So by the time opponent is taking your territory, I will kill whatever you have gained so far. So if you have some weak, unprotected group, I will kill it. So that's the strategy. And quite interestingly, that in order to bring this strategy to life in terms of being like practical, useful, so that it works, you need certain type of moves to be played. You need certain structure of the position. So in chess, this is called like open positions versus closed positions. And I think this is also applicable to Go as well. You just think the following way. So if you have like a big Moyo, like Moyo versus Moyo game, this might be treated as like open positions. And if you have like territorial games where there is essentially there is no space on board, so that might be treated as like compared to chess, closed positions. So the strategy in playing both type of positions is vastly different. One vastly differs from the other. Yeah, Katago's trying to kill. And even if white, yeah, even what? Oh my goodness! Even if white captures that little stone, it would still die. Can you believe this? Yeah, because of the snap back. Whoa. So what I'm thinking about is like, what would be the opening? Uh, what would be the Fuseki? Which Jusekis to consider if you're looking for more like territorial play? Because even when you're watching human games, like I'm a big fan of Chochikun, and like Chochikun is known for being territorial play. His strategy is to gain some territory in the opening and then try to demolish opponent's territory everywhere on board possible by invading there and making small living groups there, and eventually just make it like if opponent is trying to create some big moyo, Chochikun will always demolish it. So that's the idea. But that's not really that simple to implement practice. That's one question. Also, sometimes when Chochikun plays online, I've been watching those games with Batuk Doctor, Pak Yonun versus Chochikun. And if that was really Chochikun, which I tend to believe it was he, because Baduk Doctor said so. We don't trust Baduk Doctor. Who else can we trust, right? So in those games, Chochikun sometimes plays a very influential style. And even in Chochikun games, in the like late Chochikun games, he's still playing the tournaments, if I'm not mistaken. Well, very least 2023 or at very least 2019, he was still playing the tournaments, like big tournaments. I mean, so the idea is that even Chochikun used to play some influential style. Maybe after this AI revolution, I don't know. But when you see Chochikun building like big influence on one side and on the other, then puts the stone in between on the start point, creating a huge moyo, and that's Chochikun. Yeah, I remind you. So this looks a little bit strange. So definitely, I believe that everyone should be capable of both, not just this territorial approach, but also handling uh, influence, because you always deal with influence. The only difference is whether you would be the guy who is trying to make use of that influence, or you are the guy that is trying to reduce that influence. Because this is very rarely case when we have like two territorial players which don't pretty much care about I don't know the influence that much. You just imagine two Lee Chan Ho's playing each other. Yeah, that would be fun, right? So when very peaceful go. I like peaceful go the most, to be honest. I think that peaceful go is like it has potential. Well, I believe that. Let's imagine if there is the perfect timing, if there is the perfect understanding of the game, then I believe this is possible to avoid fights. Well, at very least, to avoid those fights that are not in your favor. Because one of the outcomes of the solid territorial style is that if someone dares to invade into your territory, assuming you're a territorial player, which means usually your territory is quite small and well established, then he would just simply die there. And there would be a fight, but you would definitely kill that. Oh my goodness. Katago plays almost in the center. What a move. He just connects with this move, he sort of connects all of his four groups all together. Yeah, and I think we can celebrate the death of white in the lower left corner now after this move. Or is it? Uh, I think it's not possible to save it, yeah. Yeah, there is the co. There is the co. And on bottom, yes, also not possible. Yeah, that seems to be that. So as always, Katago is killing everything. And again, this is the exact scenario I've been mentioning. So almost in every Katago game, you are dealing with um, this huge moyo essentially all over the board, like we have now. And if there are tiny little white stones, they would just get killed. That's it. So white now needs to, if white had, let's say, this lower left corner group alive, if it did have that group alive, it doesn't have, but if it did, and if he did another two corners, live living groups, and if he did this base with two stones on the right, if that was sort of a white territory as well, not just a base, in that case, if white could somehow approach towards the center, meanwhile demolishing black's territory, white could win because what is interesting, despite the highest level of Katago, at this particular very moment, how many territory does black have? Not much. You just have one small group on bottom, right? And uh, something on top, which is, yeah, it's probably can be treated as a group, but yeah. Yeah, well, this one small group on bottom left corner. Well, obviously, since it kills the corner, it's not a just little group; it's a huge group. But let's say that white was alive in the lower left corner. In that case, black doesn't have that much, and white would have had more. But surprisingly, and that's something I'm suffering from as a human player a lot, is that when it comes to playing stronger opponents. So when I play stronger opponents, it always ends up exactly the same way. It ends up like, oh, is white going to kill black there? Oh, this is interesting. I think, I think white is. What have you done? Oh, like this. Whoa. Oh, black can still kill, by the way. If it just plays. Yeah, you see the move, right? Yeah, black still can kill, but he doesn't think that is too big. So he is concerned about his influence in the center. Yeah, so when I'm playing stronger opponents, it always happens that I end up in a position where I have some territory here and there. I manage to survive. I even do approach towards the center, but eventually it just turns out somehow in some mysterious way that opponent, although he didn't make any bases, seemingly he didn't make pretty much anything. He just had this uh, sources of influence. But eventually, it turns out that I get only those tiny little bits of territory that I got, and he got everything else. That happens every single game in my games if I'm playing like opponents much stronger than me. That's what's happening, yeah. Uh, and this is the exact principle that Katago is actually applying. So yeah, he's not trying to. It seems like he doesn't try to make territory, although that's the very goal of the game. But yeah, he is valuing influence so much. I think this invasion, 3-3 invasion, doesn't make sense because even if it takes away the eye space from that, still, black has more space to make another right because the shape of the group actually allows that. So I think that move is just a waste of time. And there is no excuse that human player doesn't know he's playing a computer, because that is explicitly mentioned in the name of the user, and also in the chat. He could have read that he's playing a computer. So that's interesting, yeah. That's really interesting. Well, this move makes perfect sense because white essentially had only one eye, and now he doesn't have an eye anymore. So yeah, you can still try to extend like one jump to the bottom. He didn't do this though. Yeah, if it just extends one jump, one space jump to the bottom, I think then maybe he could live. But now he just gets killed and that's it. So now cut and that's it. Okay, he protects the cut, but is that really helpful? Is that really helpful? Okay, he dreams to save his group, but Katago would not allow him to do so. So I think one space jump to the bottom just to save that group. Yeah, but usually when I do things like that, yes, I do manage to save the group, but yeah, by the time I'm doing that, opponent takes all the territory on board. And it happens so naturally, you know. The most severe thing is that, like me as a noob player, I don't feel when exactly that moment, that pivot point actually happens. When it happens that I'm no longer capable of controlling the situation, like it happens that opponent already is just everywhere. And you know, if that was done explicitly in terms of opponent, you and opponent see each other's intents, this can be handled. But with Katago, what gives Katago some additional strength, I believe, is that when I watch the games played by human players versus Katago, I see that, like, if you are just watching from the side, it's a bit easier to see that, as opposed to if you are playing the game on your own. So if you're watching from this side, um, what happens? You see that the human player that is playing against Katago, he doesn't see that it's already too late. And he doesn't see that moment. And I don't see that moment even though I watch from this side. But yeah. So this ability to create that moment, to create this moment where it's already too late, but it's not seen explicitly. Hence, opponent is not bothered with taking an action to deal with it. Yeah. And because of that, this gives a significant advantage to the player who manages to play that style. Okay, by the time we can see that the black group in the top right corner seems like it might potentially get into trouble, unless it would kill this white thing that has invaded into the corner, which I believe can be possible. But would black still be capable of making two eyes in that corner, assuming the, like, do two things? First kill white and then make two eyes, or maybe just make two eyes and then there would not be any need to kill white, because those towns would be dead anyway. Interesting, yes, interesting, really. But I need to admit that Human player. Okay, he resigned, but he was doing extremely well. Like he was fighting like a tiger. Okay, someone else wants to play. Want. Okay. Let's play Want. Okay. Interesting. 1400 players. This guy should be strong. This guy should be strong. I didn't even have time to see what's going on in the chat because it was so fast. Like was very fast. The opponent wanted to. His name is Want. Yeah, he wanted to play instantly. Okay, this guy, he tries to kill everything. Yeah, that's good. That is good. But I think even now, black using the corner on the top left, it still can make two eyes if it just extends one on top, one stone on top. Maybe. Anyway, that group is not dead. So yeah, white player is now thinking. I need to say that white player is ambitious here. And we're playing the game number 3, I guess. Step up from this, I guess 2 games left. Yeah, I would need a slight break after this game. I would need a slight break, little break, to see how many games we've played so far, and also to see if anything there is going on in the chat. I don't know. It feels like White just tries to win. You know, he's very aggressive. Although his White group that is currently being attacked might get into trouble. It really gets surrounded now. But he doesn't care. Does he give up that group? Does he give up that group? It feels like it might get too late now. Yeah, I think now this is too late to save the group. You think he makes 2 eyes there? Well, technically he has enough space for that, but hmm. Uh, does Katago think this is enough to kill? I don't even know. Yeah, but again, guys, the same thing here again. So look what black is doing. By the way, as well, what white is doing. So neither of players is trying to play big spots on the board. Nobody's trying to take territory. They just fight. It's just a matter of who fights better, but essentially they just fight. They try to kill opponent's group and to get territory in that way. Well, I personally think that doesn't make sense. Although, yeah, Go players might hate me for that kind of opinion, but I think that that's not the beauty of the game. That's not the beauty. Again, partly, partially because of the engines. So, like, for those human players who thought that they can fight perfectly well, and then it turns out there is a fighter which is who is much stronger. And again, not on with such a poor hardware um, settings that I have here, but let's say you're playing on a machine where lots of GPUs are available, lots of threads, and threads as well. Yeah, the more threads you have, the more threats you have as well. Um, in that case, no matter how good fighter you are, you will lose. So, quite interestingly, when it comes to computer chess, like Hikaru Nakamura, I've been mentioned that in the previous video probably, he developed the so called anti engine style, where the idea is to not allow engine get in the open position where engines are incredibly strong, and instead try to play within the closed position and just break when it's appropriate, and that break results the entire game. And Hikaru demonstrated this technique himself. Well, he did this against the crafty engine, which is not as strong as Stockfish. But anyway, so yeah, definitely that would not work versus the uh, almost 400,000, the 4,000 Elo engines, like the top engines are now scoring. But anyway, the tactics is good. So if you play hip hop, it's some variations in chess. If you know what is that, like uh, stay behind, move pawns only one space ahead, then fianchetto and bishops, then developing knights to the second line, and then just wait, like having a closed pawn structure, closed sense, and then just wait for a chance to break, and within that break, just crushingly go into an attack. I think that something similar should be for Go as well, because trying to outplay Katago uh, via fighting, I think that's impossible because machine will always be uh, better at fighting. It's like bits and calculator in multiplication of big numbers. It's quite impossible to do. Computers are accurate, more accurate, and just perfect in that. Uh, anyway, with strong opponents, this feels like a more interesting game. This feels like more interesting game. And the fate of the on the right side there is white group surrounded by black, but well, I think that should die. But there might be some Aji potentially. I don't know. So that might be not decided yet. It's hard to say. So anyway, I think there should be a way similar to chess of how to beat Go programs. Well, at least those that do not use lots of hardware potential, like in this case, like in my case, by just using a proper style. I mean, this should be possible in theory. That if you don't give Katago, if you don't give Katago uh, this big open position, um, if you don't allow it playing all over the board, if you don't allow it attacking your groups out of the opening, and again, by the time it's attacking, it is also gaining territory as the side effect. So if you reveal its strong um, sides and try to reduce them, then in theory, it should be possible to beat it using this just different style. And I believe that this style should be like more territorial. What I would be really interested to have a look at is Li Chen-ho playing versus Katago. Yeah, because usually, well, I actually need to explore human players versus engines games. Yeah, I need to explore those. Shame on me, but I didn't yet do that. And I think that, well, it's interesting to watch in terms of if human players are trying to play versus computers the same way they do as if they have been playing against human players. This doesn't make sense because with this approach, computers will always be better because of hardware performance. But trying to use a different style, that might be crucial, really. That might be really crucial. And you just have a look at this, like left side, like bottom left quarter of the board. Seemingly, like black didn't do pretty much anything to create this moyo. It just occurred naturally. And now, yeah, now black makes use of it. He enjoys this huge framework. There is no a single stone there. Not a single stone. Yeah, but to the honor of whites, he also managed to kill some groups. Yeah, like this. Double Atari. Would I play double Atari now? Attaching from the right. I would have played that instantly. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I hope he doesn't pass. Say now. Yeah, because it's really because no single territory point if we count for black because territories are not completed yet. Yeah, and he did play the double Atari. Cool. He actually did play the double Atari. Is he going to capture that one little stone? Or is it a waste of time? Yeah, anyway, white is too small, surely. Uh, Even if white lives, survives all the groups he currently have, I think this huge moyo that black has, bottom left part of the board, this is still bigger. Or maybe, well, it's actually hard to say. It's actually hard to say. What I really admire in regards to white player, he's territorial player. So he probably does that proper thing against the engine. This is interesting. This is really cool. Well, this move is interesting. You just attach on the left, and what's the reason to spend the stone? Oh, this is maybe the reason. Yeah, and now it extends. Yeah, now it extends. Yeah. So another piece of territory is taken. Another piece of territory is taken. Yeah, I think this white group on top right part of the board, which is surrounded by black, I think it should not live. I cannot see space for making two eyes there. And you see, this move is strange. The last move. It seems like white should be capable of killing that stone quite easily, but black does not want white to have even that territory, which is very fair for white to have. He earned it. Yeah. Okay. Connects the cut, or maybe captures two stones. Yeah, captures two stones is also good. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think the corner now dies. Oh my goodness. Yes, double Atari. Oh, the corner dies now. So white saves this. So white puts the stone in between of two black stones, and then black Ataris from the other side, attacking both one stone and two stones. Yeah, he does this now anyway. Oh, okay, just protects, and that threat is. Yeah, okay, he protects that threat. White protects that. Okay, now white is alive. Okay, but he loses. He loses here. Not good. Black has demolished so much. So much. But hold on a sec, is that black thing going to live? It's not alive at the oh no, it is alive at the moment because he can capture two stones, yeah. So yeah, despite the tries. Despite the tries. Okay, he resigns. Okay, yeah, thank you for the game. Um okay. Want leaves. I just want to quickly check how many games. So 3 games. So 2 more games left. Okay. 2 more games left. And oh, Katago is now 1400. Yeah, this is cool. So yeah, no undo. Uses. He wants to play another game. Yes, let's play another game. Let's play another game. Yeah, maybe he gets pissed off and tries to use an engine himself. But without this tiny little piece of software I've created to automate things, it might not be that simple. Probably the only thing that gives me some inspiration is that when I see how the strong players horribly lose into Katago, in exactly the same way I horribly lose to those players that are stronger than me, essentially most of the players. Um, this gives me hope, maybe. This gives me a hope that this is possible to, like, uh, from the Katago perspective, there is no difference between, like, a single digit cube player, one done player, two done player, three done player. Yeah, so there is no difference. While the difference between when, like, say, the single digit cube player plays like second down player, he would definitely lose. Most likely he would lose. So that's the, yeah, that is the truth. So for Katago, level doesn't pretty much mean anything really. And yeah, again, for me personally, this gives him some inspiration. Like, I'm not that bad. Compared to Katago, we all are pun immortals. So yeah. So when you feel like a pun immortal when playing human players, that's offending. But when everyone feels like a pun immortal, yeah, that's a bit more fair, I believe. I think this guy want enjoys playing Katago. I think he just enjoys playing. And black group is alive anyway. If even if white closes this running stones, black can extend on the right. Now black would extend on the right. Oh, he just cuts. Oh, okay, he just wants to kill. He wants to kill. Of course, he wants to kill. That's understandable. Uh, but I believe if white would now play the move on top to reduce the opportunity for black to extend to the right. Well, it doesn't do that though. I think in that case, black group is this honey. I didn't see this honey. But does this honey actually changes anything? Well, I think black is in danger there. If I was black, I would get concerned really a lot. I think I would be treating myself as dead already with this kind of position. Yeah, Katago wants to wants to kill white to avoid that nasty scenario, and most likely this would be the case. Yeah. So if white is fast enough, yeah, but white wants to kill black. What a fight! Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so this game and one more, and that would be it for today's video. Yeah, today's games are quite exciting. Probably the best session so far, I believe. Very inspiring games, especially these games with want from China. Uh, well, I don't see black kills white here because it seems like white has enough space to make two eyes. But does this mean that white will kill black on top? This drama still goes on. Okay, Tiger's Mouth maybe? No, extends into trying to break territory. Tiger's Mouth now? Is that too slow? White can try to kill black's group in the center though. This might not be a trivial task, but this might be very interesting. Okay, maybe Tiger's Mouse now to connect. Nope, because otherwise there is a risk to lose that one group. Maybe it tries to capture those two stones a bit high. I don't think so. No. Okay, now get separated. Tiger's Mouse here, but in a little bit different place than I thought. Is this a ladder? Is this a ladder? Hold on a sec. Is this a ladder? Dun, 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 dun. No, the ladder is not going to work because of the ladder break stone at 4-4 in the lower left corner. Okay, he finally played the tiger. Yeah, played the tiger mouth, but in a little bit different way than I thought. But still, oh my goodness, this group is now still in danger. it may get killed, and it would most likely will. Whoa. Hmm. What is that move? What is that move? He's moving into opponent's territory. Is he going to survive there? It's not possible. Oh, I should have connect, but it seems like he's dead anyway. Seems like he is dead anyway. Yeah, I think it's time to resign here. I think it's time to resign. Or not. Or is there a chance? Hold on a sec. What about 4 black stones that are almost surrounded by white? Not anymore. I think there was a chance to try to capture those stones. I think there was a chance. Does white have enough space to make 2 eyes where it now currently tries to do that? Hmm. White uses center. I would have protected the cuts a bit higher to the left from where the last move has been played. Because of black cuts. Well, maybe those cuts are not as dangerous, though. Are those cuts dangerous? I'm not sure. If I was playing white, those cuts would be very dangerous. But probably they are not, because if they were, Katago would have played them. And oh my goodness, what is happening? So white is trying to capture black, not only those 4 stones that were there before, but maybe even more stones. This huge group here. Whoa. This is getting really, really interesting. Although, still seems, even if white manages to do that, still black will probably take all the rest. It's really hard to say. Well, I think black is much better, but white has lots of resources, so definitely doesn't want to resign at this point. He has lots of things to try. He has lots of things still to try. Maybe honey. Honey to try to connect to groups. Hmm. Maybe one space jump along the side to shoulder hit Blackstone. And that also builds nice shape for those 2 Kasumi stones. Yes, yes. I thought I was thinking about this exact move. Yeah, cool. I guess the move properly. Okay. The human move, obviously. Okay, so now this seems like it's yeah. It seems like it's connected already. Interesting. Yeah, but the top right, sorry, top right corner is extremely huge still. Yeah, the idea to capture all of the black stones on bottom after this move is no longer possible, unfortunately. Okay, extend to the left. No. Mm. Okay, he just wants to kill this as well. Probably this is that. Oh man, this is so crushing. This is so crushing. Oh, 1600s guys here. Interesting. That was at K8989 from China. That would be interesting to play the very last game against that guy. That would be interesting, yeah. After hitting the rating of 1500, the green square near the account label would turn into the yellow. And after hitting 1800s, I believe this should turn into red. Um, Seems like this co-fight is definitely not in the favor of white. Maybe white still has a dream to capture that black group, but um, I don't think that's possible, really. It's not possible. But anyway, this was really, really, really nice attempt. And I love the attitude of white player. He's really, he's really cool. Words of respect, big respect to white player. Um, would you protect the cut? Probably has to protect the cut if he still wants to live and group there. Although that doesn't help him much, but yeah. Yeah, definitely, guys. What we should learn from Katago, this masterpiece on how not to build territory and how to eventually limit opponent to some very small chunks of territory and grab everything, all the rest, grabbing all the rest. Yeah, I think it's time to resign. Really, nothing much to do in the position. Maybe, well, it's hard to say. It depends on how much Katago wants to kill more. And so many spectators here. You see, like one, two spectators there. Not that many spectators, but two spectators there. I think the 1600s guy wants to play the next game. I think he wants to play the next game. Yeah, I would love to play the last game versus this LZK 8989 from China guy. Oh, white is running out of time, which is also might be an issue. And Katago just spent not that much, maybe how many? 3 minutes? Not even 3 minutes. That's because of these settings just won't play out. So it's I try to make it as fast as possible. Yes. Okay. Was it an issue with an internet connection? I'm not sure. Something strange is happening to White's time. It seems like it ran out of time, but then suddenly, I don't know. I don't know. But interesting thing, yeah. Oh, we have even more spectators. You see, interesting thing that as a dumb human player, although it's clearly seen that black is much better in this game. But if I stop playing black from this position, yeah, I would most likely lose the game, despite all of the advantages. Yeah, I would definitely lose the game. So by saying this, what I mean that even if you can make this fantastic position that is so crushing, knowing exactly how to handle that and how to turn that into an actual win, that's the matter of skill. And yeah, so again, going back to the like territorial versus influential styles. So if this was like territorial style, I think that would be much easier for me to handle. Like if I had a winning position with it under the territorial style, it would be much easier for me to handle that. But when there are so many complications and fights are going all over the board, yeah, this is so easy to like make a mistake, a horrible mistake that would result in a lose. Yeah, almost instant lose. Because quite interestingly, with this attacking fighting style, a wrong move may lead to your entire group is going to die. Yes, that is what's going to happen. Yeah, that is what is going to happen. Say black group in the center. Yeah. Oh no, it's not going to die because it just captures 4 stones, and at very least, it just makes a small living group there. So, but if not those 4 stones, maybe if he was only hoping to capture, like, say, all the white stones from the center to the right, which he currently is about to grab, it's probably not going to work. But anyway, he tries hard. In that case, that could have been a real disaster. On the other hand, if not those 4 stones that I was like in Tetris, yeah, yeah. Sometimes it feels like people are playing Tetris or the game of Snake because the shapes really look like tetrominos from Tetris. Sometimes very weird shapes, like a running man with hands up. I'm getting those shapes in my games when I get surrounded from everywhere, like a running man with hands up. Very funny. Uh, okay. Oh, 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 oh! Whoa, whoa! Is this black group going to die? Is this black group going to die? I don't know. Well, probably, hopefully not, but. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. The position is so thrilling that it makes me sneezing. Yeah, this is the move. This is the move. What if white played there? Would it result in a kill? Probably. If white played there, would that result in a kill? Now it's alive. I think if white played there, it could result in a kill. And then the game result is not that clear anymore. It would be more even after. Would have been more even after. Spectacular game. Really spectacular. Okay. On the other hand, I'm thinking. No, probably not. Yeah, forget that. Oh, 3-3 invasion. It's another test if this is going to live or not. If this is going to live. This is interesting. This is something that happens in the games all the way along. Okay. If white lives in the corner, I would be really surprised. I mean that. I really mean that. Hold on a second. White can capture those 3 stones. Oh. No, probably not. If he just tries that, yeah, 1 white stone is under attack, so it's not. It's not the case. Really not the case. Yeah. Unfortunately, yes. Okay. Yeah. Again, feels like a game of Tetris a little bit. Okay. So player 1 wins. Okay, guys. One last game. One last game, guys. Okay. So, who is going to play? And everyone left. Whoa, everyone left. So no one wants to play Katago. Why? Okay, let's play. So this should be fast. This should be fast because very low rated player. PT, where is he from? PT, Portugal? Is that Portugal? I don't even know what does PT stand for. Shame on me. Yeah, this one should be really fast. Yeah, instead of trying to build its own territory, Katago is focused at attacking. Well, this Kasumi move is um, the standard way of handling the capture, like handling that invasion. I mean, not the capture, handling the invasion. I've seen that in Bazuk Doctor Pokyonun's lectures on YouTube. Another honey? Nope. No double honey. Okay, white runs. This is interesting. Yeah, white runs. I'm wondering, if black lets it slip, if white runs, is that really bad for black? I mean, is it necessarily needed to kill or not? Is that obvious to guarantee the advantage? Not sure. Oh, this time, cool. This time, weaker players has gathered around and watching. Hmm. Say white captures, then what? Then black attaries. And that's yeah, that is that. That should be that after. Force into capture. Oh, okay. So black says, okay, you can go out with that group, but everything that goes here will get killed. Or maybe even this will get killed as well. Is that a ladder? Hold on a sec. Is that a ladder? Is that a ladder? Well, not anymore, but it might turn into one later. Oh, that was okay. Okay. Well, anyway, it's quite cool. Yeah, this guy feels quite confident. Well, but he's dead anyway. Confident but dead. I enjoy the courage players have when playing versus the engine. This is really cool. Mm, that group seems to be alive. Oh no! Oh, this. Oh, yeah, yeah. No, it's okay. It's probably, or maybe not, or maybe it's still dead. Oh, is it dead? No, not really. Now it can live. Yeah, now it can live. After that move, yes, now it can live. Cool. But this group is dead. Yeah, this group is dead for sure. This group is dead. Yeah, yeah, and now it's officially dead. What a shape, like a spaceship with a pilot inside. Cool. Blackstone is a pilot inside. A spaceship that goes to nowhere. Yeah. Yeah, but interestingly, it's like Black now has some trouble with because of the huge wine influence as well. Whoa. But since he's going to capture, it's not a problem really. Okay, he left the game. He left the game. Yeah, we need to wait for a minute until the game is decided. And this was the last game for today. So yeah, I hope he doesn't come back because if he does come back and I stop the engine, then yeah, I would be forced to play against him. I don't want that. So let's just calmly wait until the game is over. The game is decided by abandoning the game. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit disrespectful behavior to just leave, but I can understand him. I can understand him. Okay, player one won the game. Okay, guys. Uh, okay. I want to make sure that I play 5 games. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 days for 5 games for today, and we are 1400, so almost 100 elo points growth. Maybe a bit less, but anyway. Yeah, so quite a good result for today. Okay, guys, this is from my side. I hope you found this video interesting. So, just live. And yeah, let me know in the commentaries what do you think. And yeah, maybe you've spotted some interesting places, like situations in the games within the games that I missed. So kind of let me know in the commentaries. Maybe I should pay more attention and analyze the games after. This is from my side. Thanks for watching and cheers.